Hi, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce myself and to tell you why this portfolio is important to me. First of all, I'd like to thank you. I understand that it is a big commitment to put together a portfolio like this, but it's also a big commitment for somebody to go in and to read and review and look closely at each one of the points within the portfolio. So I appreciate you taking your time to do this. One of the general recommendations that has been given to us as a group is to not shy away from our failures and to think about those things that we could have done better. So one of the things about this portfolio that makes it important to me is that in the process of making the portfolio, I recognize that the portfolio to me somewhat addresses some of the problems that I have had in my career in missed opportunities. I've had a lot of missed opportunities. So I'm going to tell you about some of those missed opportunities. When I started out in high school, I was a student athlete. I was generally well regarded. I was thought of as intelligent, hardworking, dedicated. I broke state records in track across the state and numerous records. Some of those records still stand today. I graduated with honors and with college credits. Even though at my school dual credit wasn't available, I was taking classes after school in order to get those college credits. My senior year, I broke a state record and I ended up coming in second place. But the person who beat me in that race and I both beating that record, we both recognized that if it wasn't for each one of us pushing the other on, we wouldn't have probably had the times that we had in the race that we did. I ended up with a full scholarship and I went to SIU Carbondale. I stayed there and until I was at the point where I needed to transfer in order to get my nursing degree. So I had the opportunity to go for free. So I took advantage of that opportunity, but it meant that I was going to change schools and I ended up going to SIU Edwardsville, which is closer to St. Louis area. While at SIUE, I was in the Student Nurses Association. I was a student rep on faculty governance. I graduated with honors and CEUs. I was on the Policy and Procedure Committee and on a finance committee and probably a couple of others that I don't remember because I didn't really document my achievements at that point in my life. However, my process in getting my CEU is I met some important people and they helped me find some opportunities for jobs that would be a good fit for me. And I ended up landing a job at Barnes Hospital and I worked in oncology, and for first time, straight out of school, this was quite an impressive job to get, straight out of school. It wasn't very long that I was at Barnes Hospital when I started my master's program, continuing to work at the oncology floor, but starting my master's program. And I followed the same pattern of having impressive experiences, meeting important contacts, and missing opportunities along the way. So when I'm talking about missing opportunities, I didn't document my work. I didn't document my achievements. I didn't stay in contact with the people who were important in helping me to move forward into other areas of nursing or other areas of leadership. And these were people that would have been very happy to help me move forward and facilitate my achievement. I'm not a first generation college student, but I do have some experiences that are unique in that I'm the first person in my family to do them. So my dad went to college. He kind of told me that he goofed off. He didn't apply himself, did a lot of partying, and he ended up dropping out of school without a degree. My mom came from humble beginnings. She lives in a house with no running water. She had a honey pot in her bedroom that on cold nights it would freeze up. She had snow that would blow through her window at times, and so her going to school and achieving a degree was really important to her, and she did that. She got a degree and started working as a secretary and was very successful as a secretary. Now there's an interesting twist to this, is that my dad, who didn't think that he got his degree, actually did have a degree. He found this out many, many years later, well after his career had been set in motion, and he was self-employed at that point, and well after I had completed my education. I want to say that he was probably in his 50s at the point that he figured out that he had this liberal arts degree from a phone call wanting alumni donations. My mom, around the same time, found out that her degree that she had used to launch her career and had been very successful with was actually not from an accredited college. So the irony there is not lost on me. What this did was it did impress upon me that college was important, but it didn't really impress upon me how it was important to keep track of my contacts and my experiences and to track my progress and to be able to tell people what kind of successes that I've had. I've started over in many locations, and every place I've been, I've left behind the people that would have been happy to help me launch my next step in my journey. Starting at Ivy Tech, I was in a new town again. I was starting over again. I was on many committees. I'd taken on additional responsibilities. I've had many professional successes at Ivy Tech, and I've been active in my community, particularly in the areas of addressing health disparities, diversity, and disabilities. I'm recognized for my leadership, knowledge, and service to the community. I've been bringing forward my knowledge, skills, and contacts from my community service to bring recognition to those needs within the college. I think that I exemplify each of the standards in the portfolio, and it would give me great satisfaction to be recognized, not only for my accomplishments, but for the quality of my portfolio. As a professor, I plan to leverage my influence to improve the academic experience of disparaged students, just as I've done to improve the experience of disparaged populations within my community. This promotion isn't just so I can feel appreciated for the contributions I've made over the years. I work for the satisfaction the students give me. I celebrate their successes, and I want to continue to serve Ivy Tech students and to improve their successes so that I can continue to feel satisfied in my contribution that I'm making. Thank you.